Here it is at last, the Helios Tarot forecast for the month, or Tarot Horoscope drawn specifically for your astrological zodiac sign. I'm B.R. Newman, in case you didn't know that already. Check out my website, IamHelios.com, through the link below, and consider everything that I have to offer there. Consider signing up to receive any number of the personal readings that I offer, or consider signing up to take a course. The choice is yours. There's a lot to explore there. Also consider checking out Annie Botticelli's Storyteller forecasts to see the astrological side of everything you're going to see here. It's fascinating, I promise. So, okay, I guess we'll just jump right into it. So here it is, Virgo, your 5-card Helios spread for the month of November. So this is a kind of condensed Golden Dawn spread, which uses 15 cards. In this case, we have 5 to the same result. We have a central theme, 2-dimensional timeline options, a past section, and a fate section. In your central theme, you have the same central theme that Leo had, in fact. So this is the Hierophant. This embodies a kind of quest for knowledge and illumination, and there's a desire to study up on something so as to accept and embrace the prerogative to pass on knowledge. So what would it take for you to own the title Master in whatever field it might be? So you have to do a little personal reflection in this case, since this is a general reading applying to everyone who shares your sun sign. So to figure out the specifics, is there anything you're about to step up to, some position, some kind of authority that you're not quite ready for? Are there things that you might need to study up on and shore up, and sharpen your mind, refine your skills before you can fully accept that kind of position? Or maybe you feel that you're lagging behind in some way, but a sense of empowerment is being called forth. It's time to elevate yourself. So what do you need to do in order to feel comfortable doing that? This will likely be an ongoing question throughout the month, and you can ponder this, explore this, and perhaps answer this through one of these 2-dimensional timeline options. So let's figure out which is more appropriate for you. On the right-hand side, you have the 4 of Swords. All 4s in Tarot are associated with Chesed on the Tree of Life, Svirth number 4, and as manifest through air in this case, this is truce, rest, recovery, taking time off, reflecting on what it is that you have done and what you need to do in the future. So the 4 of Swords does often imply that there is currently some kind of struggle, some kind of resistance or conflict, and it also does imply that there will be a return to that same kind of energy immediately following the 4. So it implies the 3 before the 4, and it also implies the 5 after the 4. So it's a temporary rest and recovery period is what it ends up being. On the other side, you have the Ace of Discs. So the ace, or all aces, are the primordial essence of their respective element. So in this case, this is Earth, so the primordial essence of Earth. So this is tangible, material. These are resources. Everything from the money in your bank account and the roof over your head to the cells in your body and the lifestyle that either supports or hinders them. So this dimensional timeline is one upon which these tangible material and perhaps financial matters are the focus. So rather than simply taking time off through the 4 of Swords to rest and recover and then going right back into the same old drama, the Ace of Discs paradigm is one through which you actually start to shore up your resources, prioritizing your investments, exercising discernment regarding your surroundings, your peers, your health, your diet and exercise routines, clearing up debts, cleaning house, etc. It depends on your own circumstances, so just take some time to figure out the way in which this is relevant to your life and your circumstances. So it's looking like the Ace of Discs dimensional timeline is the wiser way to go. So rather than simply taking time off and ensuring that you will go right back because nothing has been solved, you've simply gone into neutral for a little while. Through the Ace of Discs, you'll actually be solving the problem from the foundational level. So it looks like something needs to be tended to there, either in your body or in your finances, in your home. Perhaps there's some clutter you need to clean up. It could be as simple as that. Whatever the case may be, doing so will allow you to feel comfortable owning the authority inherent in the Hierophant, owning that kind of mastery, and then allowing yourself to pass it on guilt-free, feeling like you deserve it, feeling like that authority is legitimate. So when the time comes to lead or to teach, you won't feel pretentious or presumptuous, as if you were in truth unworthy of the authority that you either claimed or had been given. Important to note here is that with this Fool in your fate section, there is no need to actually be a master before you can teach, before you can start passing on what you know. You don't need to know everything before you can pass on something of value. You need only know more than the people you're guiding or teaching. The Fool in your fate implies that you are stepping out into new territory, and you will be learning as you go along. The act of teaching and learning simultaneously as one action can be just as effective as passing on something you already know, teaching something you've already learned. It doesn't matter when the learning occurs relative to the teaching. So keep that in mind. The emphasis here, though, considering your dimensional timelines, is that you have to actually start learning. You have to start shoring things up legitimately down at the foundational level. So you have to actually take that path. So, of course, you can't teach before you learn, so you can't launch without a launch pad. So that's what that Ace of Discs is all about. And this is all coming from a very good place. The Empress is an energy of getting in touch with who you truly are and what you truly need. There's a kind of innocence about it. She's very pure. She's very unintellectual, very honest, very basic. So she's motherly, representing the beginning of all life. She's the power of nature, and she renews all things. So by having gotten in touch with that, you've already kind of purified yourself. You've rendered yourself quite capable of adopting that kind of authority, at least in your own being as a person, as an individual, kind of exonerated. But the Ace of Discs is implying that something needs to be cleaned up or shored up, something needs to be sharpened and refined on the tangible, physical level before you can fully step into that, if not only for the sake of security, like a grounding force that enables you to relax into power, rather than fighting for it, as the sword suit would have you do. Okay, so in short, rather than simply taking time off to rest and recover, use that same time to strengthen your tangible foundation so as to eliminate the very need for rest and recovery, through personal discipline, through wise investment, elevating the self with integrity and responsibility. So that about wraps this up for the month. Thank you so much for listening to this and for watching. Please do consider contacting me for a personal reading of any kind. You can check out everything that I have to offer on my website, IamHelios.com. You can also sign up for a master course I have available there. Whatever you choose, we can take this incredibly far and deep. You can gain so much from our work together, as many people have already. I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks again.